Hey guys, so this is going to be a quick little video talking about the product rule. So we're going to start off by talking about what exactly the product rule is, when you use it, and stuff like that. Then we'll get into two different examples of some different type of questions. So first off, what is the product rule? So the product rule is a very easy, straightforward thing. It helps us take the derivative of an expression that has one thing that is multiplied by the other. So if you're trying to find the derivative of any function, f of x times g of x, you're going to take the derivative of the first part of that. So you're going to take the derivative of f of x multiplied by g of x, and then you're going to add that to f of x, the original function, times the derivative of g of x. So like I've kind of already explained, it's just taking the derivative of f multiplied by whatever g is and then adding them together. So it's quite easy to remember. So the first example is very easy. It's x squared times e to the x. So the first step to take the derivative of this function is going to be to take the derivative of the first variable. So x squared, that's pretty easy. Derivative is just going to be 2x, and then you're going to multiply that by the second variable, the original function, which is e to the x. And then you're going to add that to the derivative of the second variable, and then you're going to multiply that by the first one. So the derivative of e to the x is just e to the x, and you're going to multiply that by x squared, which is the original. And then if you want to simplify this, although this is your answer, it looks like you can take out an x as well as an e to the x. You're going to pull those two out, and then what you have left is just 2 plus x. So example 2, this looks a little bit different, but it's actually a really simple example. So sometimes what can be asked is this exact question. So if you have a table of values, so you have x is 4, f of x is -4, g of x is 13, f prime, which is the derivative of the f of x function, if that's equal to 0, then if you have g prime of x, which is 8, so then you have h of x, which is defined as f of x times g of x. So given this information, you're going to find h prime of 4. So the first step is going to be to find the derivative using the product rule. And so because it's a function, you can't really find the derivative of this, but the values of the derivative is given. So you have f prime of x plus g of x, or sorry, times g of x plus f of x times g prime of x, and that's just the product rule that we used here. And then you're just going to plug in the values. So you are trying to find what h of 4 is, h prime of 4. So you have h prime of 4 equals f prime of 4 times g of 4 plus f of 4 times g prime of 4. So finally then you're going to plug in all those values that are given from the table. So f prime of 4, it looks like it's going to be 0, and then you have g of 4 is 13 plus f of 4, which is -4, times g prime of 4, which is 8. And once you solve that, you have -32. So that's it for this video. This example that I just showed is something that's very commonly asked. So it's a good thing to remember.